Okay, I'm going to work out number 10. Your teacher is giving you a test worth 100 points containing 40 questions. There are 2-point and 4-point questions on the test. How many of each type of question are there on the test? So we will read the question. How many of each type of question are there on the test? So you know you have to resolve which one of each type. So you go back to the problem and what types are those that they're talking about. The second sentence, they tell you 2-point and 4 points. So those are your two variables. 2-point questions and 4-point questions. This one is done differently because the first sentence tells us two totals. It's not like the others where one sentence tells you one equation and another one tells you the other one. This one tells you that there are 100 points and 40 questions. So those are the two totals of the test. So here, I'm going to have two equations with two totals. One is going to give me 100 points, and the other one's going to give me 40 questions. So my two equations, one of them has to be all about points, and the other one has to be all about questions. And that's all they give me. So let's think about it. How do you get points on a test? Well, you count the number of questions you got correct, and you multiply it by the worth of each question. Here you have two words, 2 points and 4 points. 40 questions total. Well, how do you know how many questions there are in a test? You count them, and you know how many questions there are. In this case, there are two types of questions. So when you add the two types of questions, there are 40 questions. When you want the points out of those questions, you're going to have to multiply the 2-pointer questions by 2 to get how many points you earn from those. You're going to have to multiply the 4-pointer questions by 4 so you know how many points you earn out of those. And those are your two equations that you will plug in on your calculator. So these two are it. Now, I cannot show you the calculator here because I don't have that capability on the software, but remember you go to graphing. This one is, both are in standard form. So you're going to have to change it on the calculator to menu, graph entry, edit, and then equation, line, and standard form. These already have your coefficients, 2, 4, and 100. These you're going to have to put in a 1 in front of them to put them in the calculator. Then you find where they intersect. So menu, analyze, graph, intersection, and then that will be your answer, which will be X and Y. Okay? So your X will be the 2-pointers and the Y will be the 4-pointer questions. So when you get to class, try this on the calculator.